Welcome back to the waiting room.
Mm.
Today we are discussing a very important topic, which is
Food.
food, but not just
Special
any
food.
food. Not just any food. Emergency rations.
Disaster preparedness.
Disaster preparedness strikes again. If you missed our first episode on disaster preparedness, I encourage you to go have a look at it. I think it's really important, especially now, because for those of you who don't know, on August 8th, there was a very large earthquake that struck off of southern Kyushu. So it happened at 4:42 in the afternoon. I was on live TV at the time. It was very harrowing. Quite an interesting, long sort of back and forth shake.
I was about to say, yeah. So you had a shake there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
It was
just
a
at my
weird
apartment,
shake.
so it wasn't anything that big.
Yeah. Hiroshima didn't get anything too bad,
Yeah.
really. So with this earthquake, the Japanese government was researching it because it is located on what is called the Nankai Trough, which
Yes,
is a really
I
big,
read about this trough. Yep.
really big sort of plate trough that is a fault line, a massive fault line that goes off the coast of Japan.
Quite a long section too, right?
Yes, and that's kind of where they're expecting the big one to happen.
If I'm good, I'll put a picture up of it. But
Yes.
I did see a map of it somewhere. So it's like almost up to near Fuji. Mount Fuji.
It goes along not the Sea of Japan side, but
So
like the other side.
Is it the East Coast? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's quite a long fault line. And they've been sort of expecting the big one to happen. The probability of it happening has been in about, there's a 70%. This is an article off the BBC. Oh, here's a picture of the Nankai Trough.
Cool.
There it is. This is from the BBC. This is the trough, that red line right there. So the BBC says experts say there's a 70% to 80% chance of a magnitude 8 or 9 quake striking somewhere along the trough in the next 30 years. Worst case estimates suggest that about 200,000 people could be killed in the earthquake and potential subsequent tsunamis. So this is a big deal earthquake.
Yeah, that's some big shaking.
Big shake. So when the Japanese government was looking into this earthquake that happened, they deemed that it was kind of along the trough, which meant that for the very first time, Japan issued what they called a major earthquake advisory, a megaquake. Their words, not mine.
Megaquake.
Advisory, telling that people should be like a large earthquake the probability is higher than usual, is the wording. So for about a week, what people should do is make sure they have their emergency kits ready, make sure they have their evacuation plan in place, and if you are curious as to what you should have in your kit, you can go check out our first disaster preparedness episode. We have a lot of resources there as well. So,
but we did talk on that one that we might come back and actually try a few things, right?
So after this alert sort of came out and they had, people should be prepared, I went into my emergency kit and I was looking at expiration dates. And a lot of my stuff expires next year. So I thought what we could do, since I'm going to have to rebuy a lot of stuff anyway, let's try a few things.
Why not?
None of this is sponsored in any way, shape, or form.
It's just what you got.
I wish that it was.
Yeah.
First thing that I would like to show off is the ubiquitous, everybody knows it, everybody loves it, cup noodle.
Hey.
Cup noodle. This is it's dried instant ramen. Everybody's had some, right?
Yep.
Now,
You got a favorite?
Oh, well, this is like a treat for me. I never
Just
usually
the normal
have
one, or
instant ramen.
Oh, okay.
So I think for me, if I'm gonna grab one, I think the go-to standard flavor is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. The seafood one is pretty good, but I never really have like instant. Even when I was a kid,
yeah,
they have like those instant noodles.
Yeah.
For me, that was like the ultimate treat.
Yeah.
Because it was never in my house.
Okay. Yeah.
It was always
that's fair
someone when it's like one of my friends has it, and we would you indulge.
Yeah.
But we used to throw out the stuff on top. So this is cup noodle, right?
The flavor.
Yeah. So on the top of the cup noodle, as you can see, they got all the freeze-dried shrimp and flavoring stuff. We used to throw that out for some reason. I don't know why.
I just want noodles, man.
So you are in your office. Big earthquake strikes.
Right.
You have on hand cup noodles, and you have a bottle of water, but you don't have any means to boil it.
This is a problem.
This is a problem.
Or is it?
Or is it? Now, according to the internet, I've never tried this before, but according to the internet, you can make cup noodle with just regular room temperature or cold water. So
Summer noodles.
So what we're going to do is we're gonna take this water.
Yep.
And you pour it up to the line, right? So let's see if I can get this all on camera. We're gonna pour it up to the line. This is just regular like water that I bought at a convenience store, but we're gonna say that we had this on hand. Put it up to the line, okay?
Yep.
And we're gonna wait 30 minutes. So it takes a lot longer than hot water. So I'm gonna put a timer on for 30 minutes, okay? And we're gonna see if this will actually work. Timer.
Cold noodles.
Timer is set.
Okay, 30 minutes.
So this is the first thing that we're gonna try now.
We're doing this all. There's none of this. Here's one we prepared earlier.
No, we're doing this in real time.
This is
folks.
for real.
Now, what happens if there's an earthquake and you have, let's say you have a pack of these, this lovely pack of noodles that I got when I went to a basketball game because they're sponsored by Nova. You have this sort of like bag ramen, this fukuro ramen, but you don't have water. What can you do then?
You can just eat it, right?
Exactly.
There we go.
Use your hands. You break up the noodles.
Yep.
You know, it's a little. Let's get some ASMR.
Oh, I can hear that.
And then you can either just eat them straight, or you can put the flavor packet in.
Oh, you could do that, right?
I've never tried it with the flavor packet.
It's like a seasoning. What do they call, like shaker fries?
Yeah,
and that stuff?
let's try that a little.
All right,
it's gonna be
cool,
so salty.
Cool.
This is like salt.
Wait, you want to try it first without?
Yeah. Oh, try first without.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna rank these with the internet rating system, from S tier all the way to F.
Sorry about that.
I mean, they're not bad.
I don't mind just noodles like that.
It tastes like I want to say like potato chippy. This is gonna be such an ASMR episode.
Yep. No, I gotcha. Crunchy.
It's just a French snack.
All
right, let's try it with the flavor packet.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's perfectly okay to just eat them as it is. But you can only do it with the noodles that are in a bag like this.
Right.
Because the cup noodle, the great thing about it is that you don't need a plate. You don't need a measuring cup. You just put the water in there and see what happens.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't do it with like pasta as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was wondering. I was like, can you do this with pasta as well? I'll try that on a separate episode. Let's just dump it all in there and see what happens.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'll give it a bit of a...
Give it a bit of a shake.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't go everywhere. We got new mics.
Very excited about the new mics, you can tell. Oh, for all of our listeners, this is an actual treat for the ears.
Yeah, man. All right.
All right, now we got the flavored powder. Oh, it's actually really good.
I was going to say flavor country.
It is flavor country.
Yeah. There we go.
Now it just tastes like consomme potato. It's good, yeah? It's very salty.
No. That took a step up. 2 steps. Wow.
All right. So we're gonna. Where do you rank these shio ramen noodles?
It's hard to rank the first one, right? Like I'm giving the non-flavor maybe just a C, and then I'll give it a B when you put the seasoning in there. So around there.
For me,
yeah,
I would say unflavored. Yeah, C.
Yeah.
With the flavor B, like it's edible. Like I would be perfectly satisfied to have this.
I'd eat that as a snack.
Yeah, I eat that as.
Well, they do have that, don't they?
We have baby style ramen.
That's it. My little one loves that, man.
Which is kind of like the same thing, but yeah, it's a source of calories. This is what 405 calories for one sitting, so it's a good source of calories. Yep. Also, these, depending on the flavor you buy. So I was gifted this in the spring at a basketball game. And this is, it expires in September of this year. But some of them have a little bit of a longer shelf life.
Yep.
But this is something that's great for what's called rolling stock, where you just keep it in your house. And then, you get peckish one day, you have some ramen, or you have it as a snack, and then you just buy a new one.
Eat as you go and replace it. Yep. Easy done.
So, we've got for the Fukuro ramen, the bag noodles, the bag instant noodles. This is shio ramen flavor. For this, we're going to give the unflavored a C and the flavored a B.
Yeah.
But it's quick and easy.
Yeah,
You know?
I think so.
And you're probably going to have something like this on hand in your kitchen. All right.
Easy done. I'll put that out of the way.
Next up, this is something that I am very hopeful about.
What is that?
This is a ryokan. Now, do you know what ryokan is?
No.
So ryokan is a red bean paste jelly. It's like a thick paste, almost like a fudgy jelly. And eiyo means nutrition. Now, this isn't really fortified with anything nutritious.
Right.
I was kind of thinking it would be, but it's not. But these are...
It's just edible.
So this is basically, it's 5 pieces of ryokan, and this keeps for, I believe this kept for 3 years when I bought it. So this is gonna be expiring next month. But this is made by Ɨmuraya.
Next month. We're on the cusp here, people.
Really are. So Ɨmuraya is a company that's known for making azuki bar. You know that frozen?
Yeah.
So they know their
been
red
around
bean.
for how long?
Forever.
Yeah.
So they know their red bean. Also, this box, you see this little shiny seal, this foil seal. So if it's dark and you have a flashlight, you can see this really well in the dark.
Okay.
Also on the back, it has information for how to. It's like a message board where you can leave a message to be like, yes, I'm safe, or it has like emergency information on there. So really well designed.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's open her up. Now I really love ryokan.
Yeah. I don't
Have
think
you
I've ever had it? We'll see.
Really?
Uh,
I'm surprised. So when you open it up, they come in these little packs. This is one bar. One bar has 171 calories, so it's a good little caloric source.
Yep.
It has individually the expiration date is printed on it. This character right here, B, is for bichiku, which is like having like a supply, a stock, being prepared.
Yep.
So it's junbi no bi, preparation.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So bichiku no bi.
This is also good for all our preppers out there,
Yeah, for all of our preppers.
as our AI overlords come into power.
I, for one, welcome our robot
You
overlord.
do, right?
So when you open it, there's this little tab right here. And we're just going to pull. I don't know if I can actually do this toward the camera, but we'll see. Pull the tab.
So
And then you can
convenient.
pop the top bit off.
Yep.
And this is what it looks like.
Oh, it's just like a...
It's like a jelly bar.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
What's that, Snowpiercer?
Oh,
It's like the protein bars.
protein food bars. It does
made out of...
It does look very like Matrixy, like it belongs in the Matrix.
Like made out of cockroaches and stuff, and it's just like put together.
Thank God it's red bean.
Yeah, it's red bean based.
All right, so let's have.
In the Warhammer 40k universe, it'd be made out of dead people. Moving on.
Oh,
Anyway.
morbid. So here's the inside texture. It looks like this. It's a bit like jelly kind of vibes. See if I can. It kind of breaks apart like so. It's got
see if I can get this.
kanten, which is a gelling agent,
Yep.
and then it has red beans and sugar, essentially. So it's like a dessert, but it's got a nice high caloric, dense caloric content.
Just use my finger.
Wow, you just shoved it back in there. Cheers.
Cheers. This one doesn't crunch.
No. Less of the ASMR for this one, but it just tastes like ryokan. It just tastes like
There's not much taste in it.
it's like that red bean mild sweetness.
Yeah.
But it doesn't like hit you over the head with it.
No.
It has a nice chew,
Mm.
you know? I would say it's close to the texture of like a dense fudge. But more it has that content jelly kind of sheen to it. Yeah. It's good.
This, if you combined it with something, I
Like,
reckon would... I don't know, like... It's just like, I need a clash of texture or something.
like a crunchy, like a cracker
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit on the top and just like that. But there's not much flavor in that. I actually thought there'd be a little bit more.
It's got that red bean.
The undertone, should I
It's got
say?
a hint of red bean.
Quite a subtle bouquet.
A subtle bouquet of red bean. So what do we
Yes.
think? ᴏᴏ 에요kan. What is our verdict? What are you gonna give it?
Difficult for me because, like I'm saying, there's barely any taste. So I don't know if that's just me being old, and I'm losing all my taste buds. But
I mean, fair enough.
thank you.
Well, let's see. So this lasts for if you buy this pack of 5, right? And this lasts for about, I think it's like either a 3-year or a 5-year. I think I bought the 3-year one. It comes in these nice little packs. Very, very shareable, very snackable, very easy. You just open it and you're done. Not too sweet, but it has a nice sweet kind of sweetness to it.
Yeah.
So if you're like craving a little something sweet, it's got it's like a nice dense.
So if you're in an emergency situation, I think it'd be like
dense energy. You know.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna say, I mean, this tastes just like a regular ryokan, which I love. If you put these in, if you like chilled these, they're really good in the summer. I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give this an A. This is an A for me. This is great. It's just ryokan, but it lasts a bit longer because it's literally just sugar and red bean.
I'm giving out like the double ratings here because I just reckon I would hit an A tier for me if I added something to that.
Like
just
a,
for
like a
that,
cracker or something.
Clash of texture.
So,
but I'd give it a B for me. Yeah,
solid B.
Yeah.
So we'll average that out to
does
like
its job.
It's a B
Tastes
plus.
good. Yeah.
B plus. B plus.
B plus is good in that one.
B plus.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
And that's a first for me, I think. Well, I've had red bean stuff
I
before,
can't
but
believe you've never had ryokan before.
yeah, I guess we've never met.
You've got to go to the 7-Eleven and get the sweet potato ryokan.
Yeah.
It is so good. You put that in the fridge, you chill it real nice. Oh, it's like, you know, like those like grilled sweet potatoes, yakimo.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of like silky, lovely texture.
All right, I could go for that.
But
That sounds
chilled.
good.
Yeah, I'm a really big fan of red beans, so for me, this is definitely A tier. Like, this doesn't taste like emergency rations.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
So that's what really is the appeal for me.
And it doesn't taste like protein insects or from Snowpiercer.
Or dead bodies.
Yeah, or dead bodies from 40K. Yeah.
All right, so next up on our list, we've got
This one I'm interested in.
this has been this was in this the emergency kit that I purchased has 3 varieties of these flavors actually. This is the orange one, this canned bread.
Not just bread.
There's
3.
They had plain,
Yeah.
chocolate, and orange, and I decided to bring the orange today.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now this it has a very stodgy kind of sound.
Is it heavy? Well, a little bit.
I can't fathom that this is going to be good in any way. But this lasts for 5 years.
I get you.
This lasts for 5 years in this can, which is kind of amazing. So it says canned soft bread. If you eat one, it has 348 calories. This is a really good source of calories. Apparently, if you microwave it, it tastes even better. But we don't have electricity, so if you don't have electricity, it says you can leave this in the sunlight for 30 minutes to warm it up, and it'll apparently be really good because it's a can.
Yeah, and Japan summer.
So yeah, in the summertime, you could probably do this real quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of, I don't know if this is gonna be good.
This is one I'm actually excited about.
Yeah, it's
So, the concept of just canned bread.
I wonder if I can get this on.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells.
Sounded good.
It smells like orange juice. Let's have a look at the inside. This is kind of. I think there's paper around it. It smells like orange juice.
Really does.
It has orange peel in it, apparently.
Okay.
It also has orange juice concentrate in it.
So is it just one big lump or? Oh, it's like kind of like a muffin.
It is. It is like a giant muffin.
Yeah.
It's a lot softer than I thought it was going to be. I'm so scared to try this. Like the top is a bit tough. The bottom feels a bit soft.
I was going to say, yeah, how are we doing this?
I'm just gonna try to. It is quite orange in color. It smells so much like orange juice.
Yeah, yeah. I was actually surprised at that.
Like, it smell.
Jim breaking bread on the channel, getting all biblical on us. God.
I mean, it looks like regular bread.
I'm interested to try this one.
It just doesn't look like appetizing bread.
Yeah, right.
But it's surprisingly soft.
Came out of a can.
Don't you think this is surprisingly soft for coming out of
Yeah.
a can? All right, let's try this. Oh goodness. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Look at both of us are like.
Be interested to know what plain tastes like.
So I was really torn whether I should bring plain.
No, that's fine.
Or orange.
Because the options are there.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's
Lots
quite sweet.
Sweeter than I thought. It's got pieces of orange peel.
The orange is there.
It has pieces of orange peel in it. You see that big orange peel piece there? It is quite tender.
Reminds me of something.
What does it remind you of?
Like I don't know how to say it in English. It's in Italian, like a panettone.
Oh yeah, a panettone.
Mm.
Yeah, the Italian bread.
It's got that.
It does have that vibe. Because it's got the candied orange in there. Let's see what's actually in this. Flour, orange peel, sugared orange peel, sugar, margarine, shortening, egg, glucose.
Does it have emulsifier 261 in it? It's my favorite one.
I don't know what that is.
I don't even.
Yeast, orange juice, salt, and then a bunch of additives. It just tastes like regular, like, sweet bread.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be mad if I got this in a...
That with a coffee.
Yeah, if I had this at, like, an emergency shelter, I would be like, it's not bad.
Thanks, man.
Like, it doesn't taste... It kind of tastes ration-y, but not super ration-y.
Yeah,
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It is very... It's just bizarre to have it in a can. And there's, like, what is it? A desiccant inside the can. It's crazy that this doesn't go bad for 5 years.
Right.
Isn't that...
You had this, like, this would be living it up in the post-apocalypse.
Yeah, this would actually be pretty high on the list, I think. It is quite sweet. But I think it's because it's orange flavored.
But that's also a, remember we were talking last time about, like, morale as well?
Yeah.
Kind of thing, boost the morale.
If this was warm, this and maybe some coffee, some instant coffee.
Yeah.
Or some hot water or something. I would actually be like, you know what? Life ain't so bad.
Right.
This is actually pretty morale boosting. I'm actually really excited now to see the chocolate one. I think the plain one, though, probably you would need something.
Definitely. Yeah.
You could smash some yolk on there.
Because the orange is actually pretty good. Like, it's there.
Yeah, you could and this is quite a substantial...
It's not an afterthought for the taste, I think.
This is a pretty substantial piece as well.
It is, yeah.
Like, this is a lot, actually. And with all the calories in it, it would serve you pretty well, I think. So what are we going to rate this in our tier system?
I actually quite like that.
Are you gonna give it an A, an S?
Yeah, because in my head, I'm having it with the coffee, and I'm smiling. I'm going to give it an A.
I'm going to say this is actually pretty A tier. I'm not a fan of the orange flavor.
Oh, okay.
But I just don't like dried fruit.
That's interesting, though.
That's just me, though.
No, that's fair enough, but that's interesting that you'd still,
But, like, I was not expecting it to be this, like, tender. It's really moist for being canned bread. Like, it's quite squishy. Obviously, this is not, like, bakery quality, but, like, for...
Wait, how long have you had that one for?
When I bought it, it was, like, good for 5 years, so I've had this for almost 5 years now.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Cans work.
Yeah, it's actually really impressive.
Yeah.
So far, everything is kind of doing well in our ranking system, I would say. Also, I know that you don't have any emergency ration supplies here, so I wanted to give this to you, because I have, like, 4 of these.
Legend.
So,
thank you.
Just remember, next year, it goes bad next year, so, you know.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Keep a few, snack on a few, put them in your kit. Himalaya, if you want to sponsor us, we love talking about ᴏ쏘ɪᴛ, disaster prevention here on this channel. I'm a big believer in being educated about what you can do, especially on the idea of rolling stock.
Yep.
Especially because when they had that week of like everybody should be prepared for the earthquake week, products were flying off the shelves. Bottled water, like those instant rice packs.
I was going to say, like, there'd probably been a big upkick in
And
their
if you
sales.
went on Amazon to like go and try and buy things, you can't get nothing.
Right.
You can't get nothing in. And the government was like, we don't want you to panic. We're not telling you to panic. We're just telling you to be prepared. But everybody's like, panic!
Yeah.
The big one's coming! Which it's coming. And
Pour the toilet paper.
Yeah, like, it's good to be prepared.
Yeah.
But that's why rolling stock is such a good idea.
It's a smart thing to do, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So,
and it's also, like I said, it's still a new thing for me coming from Australia where
earthquakes aren't really a thing, right?
So, yeah, no, it's definitely a right thing to do.
So we have about 9 minutes left on our ramen. Let's take a look at what it's looking like. See if I can tilt it without. You can sort of see the stuff on top is hydrated.
Soaking it all in.
Soak it in the juices. I'm kind of optimistic about this. Now, for the cup noodles, I have brought these chopsticks that you get from the convenience store. This is not going to focus on the chopsticks. There we go. These chopsticks that you can get at the convenience store. I usually either have my own set of chopsticks at work. So I usually just, if they give me these, I'm like, no, I don't need it. But sometimes they put it in the bag without asking you.
I've got a bunch of these at work.
So
I use it for mixing paint.
There you go. There you go.
It's really good.
Useful.
Yeah.
So I have 2 of these that I brought from work. I try to keep these kind of chopsticks in my bag just in case something happens. Have you sort of changed any of your disaster preparedness views or ideas since hearing about the earthquake and the advisory?
Not necessarily, because remember last time when we were talking, and that was a few months ago, like me and my wife were already like, we need to get some stuff. So we already did. But the only thing recently, she actually did go online and buy like a solar radio flashlight.
Oh, very nice.
So yeah, just something else to just add to the pack.
The can cranky.
Yeah. It's like what is it? Full. And I think it also doubles as a phone charger as well.
A lot of them do now, which I think is very
really
smart.
Yeah, that's really great. But it's something like pop it in the sun and it'll be at full charge in like 4 days.
Just 4 days.
Just 4 days, people. Hand crank is probably 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But
your arm falls off. That's how you know it's charged.
Are these also good for vampires?
Peter, wake up.
Wooden stakes.
But it's bamboo. Does that work?
It's wood.
Does any wood work for vampires?
I don't know. Guys,
Does
comments.
it have to be a specific wood?
Is it a specific wood? I think that's only for, is it werewolves with silver bullets, right?
Right.
I think wooden stake is wooden stakes.
I think, like the Anne Rice vampires, I think it has to be a certain type of wood to kill them.
Oh, wow.
Like balsam wood or something.
If somebody knows, let us know.
Somebody will know. This is so good. I can't stop eating this.
Maybe it works for Japanese vampires.
Death by chopsticks.
A lot of bamboo around, so yeah.
Those poor vampires, they never stood a chance.
Mm.
This is so good.
Yeah, give me that. I'm going to hear you crunching away.
This might be my favorite. It's such a guilty pleasure for me. He's like...
I'm sorry.
It is extremely salty. Like, there's nothing about that that's good for you.
Mm. You know what? These just double up as good snacks in general.
Yeah, that's why it's always good to have it around. I bought a pack of 3 of these just so that... So here's the thing. For these kind of, the bag type of ramen, this type of ramen, you can make it with just water as well. However, you would need a bowl and a measuring cup.
Yep.
Because it tells you need like 500 milliliters of water. So unless you really know your 500 milli of water, you need it, right? So that's like, it's not super practical if you're at like, say, an evacuation site where you might not have a bowl and all that. But that's the reason why these cup noodles are way easier to use because you fill it with water to the line. It's already in its own bowl. You don't have to like worry about flipping the noodles over in between.
Yep.
So yeah, these I think if you have like the stuff in a bag, way easier to just chomp. And if you have the cup ones, add water and see what happens.
I guess
Now,
this waterproof though.
but you can't. Can you fit 500 ml?
That's the thing. Maybe not 500 ml, but if you just fill it up and then make sure you don't drop it. Like
you could have sort of soggy noodles, maybe.
You could. Yeah, I'd just rather just crunch down on it.
Yeah.
And just drink my water on the side.
There you go. So if in an emergency situation, if you were very prepared, like me and Ante, and you have one of those portable gas like ranges that you use for nabe and stuff.
Yep.
So if you have those with your gas cassette and everything that you need.
Sorry.
It's okay. I was crunching away anyway. You can boil water, and that way you don't have to wait 30 minutes. You can just wait 3 minutes or however long it takes. So yeah, that's why it's always a really good idea to be prepared with those portable gas stoves.
They're great. Yep.
And make sure you have gas canisters for them year round. Because boiling water, like think about it, if you want a nice warm meal, which is really good for morale, then boiling water is a really effective way to do it. They also sell these like steam bags that have like this like I don't really know the
like
science
a chemical
of it.
reaction kind of thing.
And you put the like pack, those like those bags of like curry, like instant curry or whatever.
Yes.
You put that in there. You probably take the seal off of it, whatever. It interacts with the oxygen, I'm sure, and it causes a heat reaction, and you can heat up food that way.
It's taking me back to like one of my first trips to Japan.
Wait,
it's like one hotel, some business hotel,
they have something
and like
that?
like the jidohanbaiki,
just
the coin vending machine food. They had like I don't forget, it was like a curry or something, and it's like all built in.
Cool.
It was like a scene from Cowboy Bebop. Just
like
pulled the cord,
thing and
I was like,
heats it up.
And I was, just looking, is this gonna do it?
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm looking at it, and it was like, it's warming up. I can hear something. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So there's like a chemical reaction underneath. And
I feel like they have a bento that does that.
Probably do.
I don't know if they still have it.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
That's very cool. But like they sell these like heating packs that you can buy. So if you don't have a gas range, portable gas range, you can also use those. But I think it's really, really important to be able to boil water.
Yeah.
Because I have 2 big bottles of like pet bottles of water right now, just as like a stock.
Yeah.
And while I've researched it a lot on the internet about like, does water in those kind of bottles, if you don't open it and it's not in direct sunlight, does it go bad?
Oh, you mean like in reaction with the plastic or just in general water?
Because like there is an expiration, like a best buy date on it. It's not really an expiration date, but like a best buy date. And I was like, well, if you don't use the water by the best buy date, is it going to somehow be like tainted?
Right.
And and when I was looking it up and researching it, a lot of the sources were like, it's fine if it's not in direct sunlight, if it's not open, as long as it's still like sealed.
Yeah.
Like it should be fine. So water kind of keeps indefinitely, but they have
right, if it's properly sealed. I'm just thinking logically.
And like if they also sell water that's like meant for like more long-term preservation, so like 5 years, they sort of sell like those special packages. But I'm like, but also if you can boil it, I think you're probably gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I could be that choosy if it was like a massive like catastrophe event, and if I somehow couldn't get to an evacuation shelter or there weren't like water trucks coming by or whatever.
There's worse water to drink.
Yeah,
right?
way worse than like out of like microplastics are obviously a problem, but like we're all gonna die of microplastics anyway. So I think it should be. We got like 1 minute left on this ramen.
Because me personally, I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to start drinking my urine.
Yeah, I don't know about that recycled urine water world situation.
It's like Dune.
Yeah,
the still
Dune.
suits.
Yeah, I don't know.
What does that water taste like?
Not good.
How does your water taste?
Probably not that great, I would assume.
It's all the sweat and...
It's like a giant glass of like like me-aid.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
Oh,
And I'm sure some people are more flavoursome than others.
that's flavor country. For you.
Yeah, that's
Flavor country.
country I don't
This
wanna
is
go to.
looking pretty hydrated. I don't know. I think this might work.
Can you give it a go?
I think this might work. Let's see if we can show the audience. Is this gonna? I don't know. There we go.
Move it in.
It's a little bit more. There's like less of the soup in there. Let's.
Then it's probably done its thing, right? What are we at?
Let's give it a mix. This is like we got like 5 seconds left. So let's give it a mix. Let's give it a mix and see. Wait. All right. Let's.
How's it feeling?
It feels the noodles feel pretty soft.
Okay.
This is what it's gonna.
Where's the steam?
It is weird
Right?
that it's not hot. It's weird that it's quite cold to the touch because I was using cold water from the konbini. Probably room temperature water would have been a better. But it does. Everything looks really hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can get this to focus on it. There we go. I mean, there's nothing like visibly like it just. There's no steam, which is the weirdest bit.
Yeah.
How about you? You want to give it the inaugural taste?
I'll give it a go.
Give it a go and see. It smells like cup noodle.
Exactly.
Like it's just weird. There's no steam. What do you think?
It's just cold noodles, really.
Is it cooked all the way through?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm really interested to see how
The bits.
the bits. No, bits are fully hydrated.
Yeah.
Bits are fully hydrated. It tastes like regular cup noodle. It's just like
We're talking disaster,
mildly chilled.
you know, disaster situation. That's fine.
No real difference, honestly.
Yeah, right.
Except for the fact that it's not like piping hot.
Mm.
That's crazy. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen, just with water. And if you have 30 minutes, you got cup noodles. Complete with little, with little shrimps and stuff.
Looking good.
It tastes just the same as always. That's crazy.
What are you giving on that?
I mean, the fact that you can make it without boiling water, even though it does take 30 minutes, this is flavorful.
You ain't going anywhere.
Tasty. I mean, it's nothing out of the ordinary, so I can't really give it an S.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
I give
thinking
it
as well.
an A.
I'm with you on that.
100%
Yeah,
an A.
because it's just not hot,
It's just not hot. Yeah.
which is fine too if we're in summer too.
In the summer, yeah.
So,
This is actually quite an incredible thing, I think, because there's so many flavors that you can buy. Like this is the regular, like soy sauce flavored.
Yeah.
But they've got like, seafood, lemon. They have like a French bistro series they put out now.
My favorites is the cheese curry at the moment.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Cheese curry flavored. They have like, when this is the regular size, right? They have the big one as well. So the big one might take longer than 30 minutes. But the regular size, 30 minutes. Don't need to boil water, and you have a meal.
Yep.
How many calories is
That one
this?
big one. Chili tomato.
Chili tomato.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like 351 calories. That's about the same as this bread. Bread
Yeah,
is 348.
All right.
This one is a way more satisfying meal.
So we have an A.
Mhm.
So what did we have again? We had A
A.
on the noodles.
The bread was an A.
Yep.
This was a B. Or no, a C for the unflavored, a B for
B
the
for
flavored.
flavored. Yep.
And this was a B plus.
Yes.
The
I put it in the
yolk
center. Yeah.
the yolk is a B plus.
Which is that's a pretty good set going on.
Yeah. So all in all, rations, emergency rations, I think they kind of get a bad rap of being not good, kind of like you think of like hardtack,
Yeah.
like saltine crackers.
Mhm.
I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't have to be saltine crackers. There's a lot of flavorful options out there, especially in Japan, because they know that you're gonna need this to survive.
Yeah.
So you might as
yeah.
well make it taste good.
That's it.
There are so many options out there. If you go on Amazon, if you just Google it, if you go on Rakuten, like you can find so many different options. But then, of course, there are options you can find just at your local supermarket, at your local konbini.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed by all of these, especially the
bread was a surprise.
The bread was the biggest surprise. I did not think it was going to be as like enjoyable as it is. I didn't think it was going to be this tender at all.
Might get me hooked on canned bread.
I'm really...
Ante, what you got all these cans for?
I think this is probably the sleeper hit.
Yeah, yeah.
This bakery, this shinshokkan, which is a play on words, because shokkan means texture, but shoku and kan also means can.
Ah, okay, yeah,
so
yeah,
it's like a
play on that. Cheeky fellas. Yeah.
So this is made by by a company called... This is sold by Asto, and it's made by Hofuku. It's a company in Shizuoka. So, and I know that they sell a lot of variations on canned bread as well. But this was actually pretty eye-opening for me. I would say I think I feel a lot more prepared now.
Yeah.
I feel like,
less worried, right?
Food-wise, no surprises here. No surprises here. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe. You can always send us an email at thewaitingroomjpn@gmail.com. Let us know if you are prepared. Have you tried emergency rations? Are there any emergency rations you want us to try? Let us know. We're waiting to hear from you.
Yep. You can also hit us up on Instagram at thewaitingroomjpn. Also, don't forget, if you know what the rules are with vampires, and is it just a wooden stake or it needs to be a certain type of wood, let us know.
You kill vampires with bamboo chopsticks?
Can you kill? Sorry, that's bad. Yeah.
And we'll see you next time right here on The Waiting Room.
Take it easy, guys.
Bye. Bye.